Hello and welcome. Sugosha Media Private Limited presents a daily dose of aerospace and defense news from India and the world. This is your host Shanti Kuber presenting you the news for today. The major headlines: MOD initiates reforms in AHSP to further promote ease of doing business. EIL secures business worth Rs 4,500 crores in 2022-23. Big Bang Boom Solutions sets up Naval Research and Development Center. Thales Jackal VTOL drone completes first firing of LMM lightweight multi-role missile. Thales to secure European infrastructures against attacks from future quantum computers. Sweden and France signed agreement on new RBS-58 anti-tank guided missile systems. China successfully conducts land-based mid-course anti-ballistic missile test. Raksha Mantri and Canadian Minister of National Defence discuss ways to further develop bilateral defence relations for peace and security of Indo-Pacific. 8th Indian-Thailand Defence Dialogue to be held in Bangkok on 20th April. India-UK Second Financial Markets Dialogue. Private firm Bellatrix Aerospace payload to fly on ISRO's PSLV on 22nd April. Indian Army Tejpur University signed MOU on Chinese language training for Army personnel. HiCom signs with Tata for Indian Advanced Level 3 Rifle Combat Helmets. The news in detail. The Defense Ministry has approved a proposal for bringing in industry friendly reforms related to Authority Holding Sealed Particulars AHSP. The AHSP is the authority which is responsible for generating, maintaining, updating, or declaring obsolete the entire history and technical information of defense products. So far, Directorate General of Quality Assurance was the AHSP for military for majority of defense items designed, developed, and manufactured by various DPSUs and private industries. Under the existing procedure, certain bottlenecks were experienced by the industry to bring timely improvements in their products and technologies in line with changing times. Therefore, the ministry has decided to liberalize the AHSP procedures to make it industry friendly. The Indian defense companies, which have developed products, systems, subsystems, components on their own indigenous capabilities, excepting the critical stores, will now be allowed to own and account for their final designs and specifications as AHSP. In case of any change in the sealed particulars, a simplified mechanism representing all the concerned stakeholders, including the industry, will take a decision. The DGQA will notify the detailed procedure in this regard within 2 months. The TGQA has also been asked to examine all AHSPs with them and rationalize the entire system within 2 months. They have been further advised to transfer the AHSP to the industry at the earliest. It will be another significant step of the government to further encourage ease of doing business. Big Bang Boom Solutions Private Limited inaugurated the Naval Research and Development Center NRDC in Chennai. NRDC is expected to carry out varied projects including passive naval deterrence, electronic warfare systems, AI, and sensor enabled fire detection and suppression, high expansion foaming systems, oil spill containment, and other. Big Bang Boom Solutions was started in 2018 by Dr. Shivaraman Ramaswamy and Praveen Dwarkanath, both serial entrepreneurs with excellent track records. The company managed to win two prestigious IDEX grants from the Defense Innovation Organization Department of Defense Production and is on track to deliver cutting edge technology systems to the Indian Armed Forces. A new versatile drone system capable of multiple types of combat missions over land, sea, and air has been completed has completed a successful first trial firing of a Thales lightweight multi-role missile to bring the potential of unmanned air combat a step closer to reality. The Jackal drone capability has been designed and developed by experts from the UK-based Flyby technology with Turkish partners Flyby Willows Technology and Maxwell Innovations, providing design, engineering, and prototyping expertise to fill a recently discovered gap in modern combat operations. As a driving force in the second quantum revolution, Thales has joined forces with around 20 deep tech academic and industrial partners as part of the Euro QCI initiative, which aims to develop a quantum communication infrastructure for EU member states within 3 years. Sweden and France have signed a bilateral agreement regarding cooperation on a new anti tank missile system. The agreement enables joint studies, acquisitions, and developments. A new anti tank guided missile system, designated RBS 58, which is known internationally as the Acheron MP, will further strengthen the armed forces' ability to engage in armed combat against qualified opponents. Trials have been carried out since 2022 at the 12th Motorized Rifle Battalion of the Life Guard. Training is planned to begin in Swedish units as early as 2023. China carried out a land-based mid-course ABM interception test within its borders, with the test achieving the expected goals. The test is of a defensive nature and is not aimed at any country, Chinese Ministry of National Defense said in a press release. The Canadian Defence Minister and the Honourable Raksha Mantri discussed ways to develop bilateral defence relations which shall be reflective of their democratic ethos and a shared interest in the peace and security of the Indo-Pacific. During the India-Thailand dialogue, the co-chairs will review the defence cooperation between the two countries and explore new initiatives to further strengthen bilateral engagements. Both sides will also exchange views on regional and global issues of shared interest. India and Thailand share a strategic partnership, and defense is a key pillar of this cooperation. The bilateral defense engagements have expanded over a period of time to include wide ranging contacts between the two countries, including defense dialogue meeting, military to military exchanges, high level visits, capacity building and training programs, and bilateral exercises. The Indo UK Second Financial Markets Dialogue was led by senior officials from the Indian Ministry of Finance and with the participation from Indian and UK independent regulatory agencies, including the RBI, the Securities and Exchange Board of India, International Financial Services Centre Authority, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, the Bank of England, and the Financial Conduct Authority. The dialogue focused on six themes: banking, payments and crypto assets, insurance and reinsurance, capital markets, management, and sustainable finance. Following the government to government discussion, the private sector partners were invited to the discussion led by the co chairs of the India UK Financial Partnership, Mr. Bill Winters and Mr. Uday Kotak. Bellatrix Aerospace will send its experimental payload on Indian rocket Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle PSLV C-55 that is set to blast off on April 22nd. Bellatrix Aerospace's payload will be flying in POEM PSLV Orbital Experimental Module. It is an electrical propulsion experiment. The POEM derives the power from the solar panels mounted around the PS4 tank and a lithium ion battery. It navigates using four sun sensors, a magnetometer, gyros, and navic, and carries dedicated control thrusters using helium gas storage. It is enabled with telecommand feature. A memorandum of understanding was signed between the Indian Army and Tezpur University for training the Indian Army personnel in the Chinese language. The Tezpur University, established in 1994 by an Act of Parliament as a central university, is one of the pioneers in the Northeast in the teachings of foreign languages, including Chinese, with highly qualified faculty. This Chinese language course will improve the in-house Mandarin expertise and empower the Army personnel to engage with the Chinese military personnel as and when the situation demands. X-Tech's HighCom Armor Solutions has signed a collaboration agreement with Tata Advanced Systems. As part of the agreement, advanced Level 3 rifle combat helmets will be developed for the Indian defense market using X-Tech's patent XT-Clave technology. The advanced ballistic helmets are intended to stop AK-47 and other high-powered assault rifle bullets. There is also an expected increase in market demand during the financial year 2024 as the Indian Ministry of Defence commences a major capability enhancement program for soldier ballistic head protection. According to X-Tech, such helmets can stop a bullet fired from an AK-47 or other high-powered assault rifle. XT-Clave uses ultra-high isostatic pressure and high temperatures and is able to cure complex shapes. That's all the news for today. Thank you and have a great day.